So, we have taken a look at the limbots of Menasor, and it's about time we come around and look at the core bot himself. So, today, we're going to take a look at the Transformers Legacy Commander Class Motormaster, as well as the completed Menasor. Starting off in vehicle mode, Motormaster turns into a sleeper cab, truck mode. I don't know what specific truck he is, it's just like a sleeper cab. But I really like how he looks. The nice shade of black really helps detail him. But if we just take a look at the truck, there's all these little like details in it. I love how the grille at the front looks. It does look a little bit long, but I think that is what the real life truck looked like. I like the little details along the sides, like where the little lights would be and where the grille is. Well, the bumper is. And all these little dots going around, I think they're meant to emulate where it's like screwed in. I really like how it all looks. Like looking at the side, there's details for the doors, which I quite like a bit. Like, there's just so much about him that looks good. Like, they even went in and detailed the wheels. And sure, the truck wheels aren't really done how a truck wheel should be done, as they're meant to be done in a different kind of way. For that, you just gotta look at how Optimus did his wheels. But it looks nice. And I like how they managed to get the gas canister there on the side. It is a bit jarring having this white panel stick out, as it's a full black truck and then it's just a white panel there. I like how the roof has all this little techno detailing, because this is meant to be his knees in robot mode. So they had to give it a little bit of detailing. It looks really nice. I like how the back of the truck has some detailings, despite you're not really ever going to see it because it's going to be behind the trailer, which does look good. Now, it is a bit shorter than it should be, and that's just due to, well, budget and the fact that it all needed to be used, even though all of it didn't get used. But I really like how it looks. Like, they got all the lines in. I don't like how the purple just stops though, as it goes a little bit, then stops on the grey, then continues going down. But it's fine, I can always get toy hacks later and cover it up. I like the Decepticon insignia on the side there. Going around to the back, they've actually detailed where the doors should be. Now, it's a bit hard to see because there's all these panelings and everything, but it does look good, and the purple does stick out quite a bit back here. And putting them both together, he looks really good. And I can always go in later and buy the DNA upgrade kit to fix the trailer, but stock configuration, it just looks a bit short. But Motormaster here looks so good in vehicle mode that I just had to get some pictures, so here they are. Transformation on Motormaster is simple. Like, it's just basically unfold the cab until you get a robot, which is fun. It is just a bit annoying getting him back from robot to vehicle mode, as it's a bit of a tight squeeze, but getting him from truck to robot, it is nice and easy, and it does result in a nice looking robot mode. But here we are in robot mode, and Motormaster looks amazing. So starting off, we'll go up to his head, and that just looks like Motormaster's head. It looks like how it did in the G1 cartoon, and the G1 cartoon kind of made his head look like Megatron's head. That I don't know if that's just me that sees that, but Motormaster's always looked like he had Megatron's head that was inside a hood, which is nice. I love how it looks. There's a lot of nice face detail. And I'm pretty sure they put the head together in two separate parts, as it looks like there is a bit behind the head, but I can't see it as there's no easy way to remove the head itself, other than unscrewing everything, but I don't really want to do that to find out. But it looks really good as is. And moving down to his chest, I love all the little details on it. Like, I like how they got the big circles on there. They got all these chest lines. They got some of the little waist details as well. And it's all surrounded by a nice silver border. And I love how the arms look. Like, they look just like they did in the G1 show. We're even down to his Decepticon insignia right there. It all looks really good. And moving down to his legs, I love how they managed to like fake mass shifting. Like, obviously things can't shrink size in the real world, so they did what they could to faux form a mass shifting truck cab, and it works really well. It really does look like it shrank down. Sure, the grill is also above his foot, but there's only so much they could do. And it isn't really noticeable when you look at him as a whole. I really love how it looks, and I like all the techno detailing on his knees. And I actually like how the little truck cab actually has all the wheels. I find that hilarious. And even going around to the back, it's a really nice clean back. Like, sure, there's wheels there, but that's the only bit of kibble on Motormaster himself. It looks really nice. I just wish he had some heels so he wasn't falling over all the time, because my one loves to do that. Posability on Motormaster is quite nice. You're starting off, you got a swivel at the head. Arms can pull a full 360 around. They do get a little hung up on the backpack though, but you can just move around it. They pull a 90, there's bicep swivel, elbows only bend at a 90, there's wrist rotation, and you can fake sword wielding wrists. There's waist rotation, legs are unimpeded in all directions, there's thigh swivel, there's a deep knee bend, and there's a foot pivot, as well as you can fake a forward butterfly. Accessory wise, Motormaster technically gets a lot, but just as we only get one. So for an accessory, he gets a sword. Now this sword is a bit too big for Motormaster because they scaled it so it can fit in both Motormaster and Menasor's hand, which by how it works, it looks small for Menasor but too big for Motormaster, which is fine. I can always get the DNA upgrade kit to fix it later, once it comes back in stock. But it is a nice sword. It's got a lot of little detail on it that I do like. It's just really nice. And you do also get an entire trailer for Motormaster that can break down into a base. But I don't really use the base mode all that often, so I'm not really gonna touch it. But hey, Motormaster looks so good in robot mode, so I just had to put in some poses, so here they are. Transformation into Menasor is a little tricky, and that's just trying to convert Motormaster into the chest of Menasor, as it is a real tight fit trying to get it all squeezed together. But once you get Motormaster into the head of Menasor, the rest of it's quite easy. It's just unfolding everything else from the trailer. And I do like the auto-morph gimmick there is on the limbots, specifically the arms as they split apart when you put them on. it's really nice. I love putting them all together, and by the end of it, it really feels like you've completed Menasor. But here we are in menasor mode, as I'm gonna call it, and he looks amazing. So starting off, we'll go up to his head, and that just looks like Menasor's G1 head from the cartoon. There's not much more they really could have done to make it better. Like, personally, I like the Combiner Wars head a bit more, as the G1 pointing up horns are a bit weird, but I can angle them back to make them look better, and just the amount of face detail he has is nice. I would have liked if there was a hinge joint in there, though, for up and down, but it doesn't really have it. Going down to his chest, it looks amazing. There's all this little detailings, and sure, you could see this in the trailer mode, but it really just goes into full effect when you're in the robot mode. It looks really nice. The waist has all this detailing as well. And like, they've even gone in and colored in his belt section, which I don't think they even did that in the G1 cartoon. I'm not really sure. Going down to his legs, I don't like how they've done them. Like, sure, it's cartoon accurate for the cars to be on the back of the legs, but personally, I like them on the front, as it makes him look like he's more of cars and they're not just strapped onto him. But for my favorite combiner, I can look past it. There is a upgrade kit I've seen floating around that lets you move the cars to the front of the legs, but that does make it look like the legs are hollow from the back. So what I'll just do is just turn the legs around and just nullify the waist, the knee bends. But he's just gonna stand on my shelf anyway, so it's fine. I love how Dead End and Drag Strip really just become the arms. Like, sure, they're strapped on, but there's no other way they could have really done it without it looking weird. Like, Drag Strip being the first one, they really managed to make it look like he blended with the arms. And because Dead End was a retool from Drag Strip, the back end looks like it merges well, but the front end looks a little tacked on. I can personally look past it, as I like how he looks with them on. But going around to the back of him, there's not that much kibble at all. The only kibble here is Motormaster's arms and trailer hitch. But that's really good for it just being a little bit of kibble. I really love how Menasor turned out here. There's only one thing I wish they really changed, and that was the horns. But otherwise, he's a really nice figure. Posability on Menasor is good. So starting off, his head has a swivel. It can be hinge jointed up if that looks weird. The horns can move. The arms pull a full 360 around. They go out about 90. There's an elbow swivel, and the elbow bends at 90. And you can use the transformation joints to get even more range. There's a wrist swivel. There's waist swivel. Legs are unimpeded in all directions. There's a thigh swivel. Knees bend at 90. And there's an ankle pivot. Accessory-wise, Menasor does get something that Motormaster technically doesn't. So as well as the sword, you also get this gun thing. Now, this is formed out of the trailer when you convert him to Menasor or into base mode. It's weird. I don't really like it. I know the DNA upgrade kit made it so it's like a hoardable gun, but just as is, it's a really weird gun that I don't really have any use for, as I don't display my Menasor with a gun. So I just sit this off to the side and hope I don't lose it. So other than that, he doesn't really get anything else. But Menasor looks so good put together, so I just had to put in some poses, so here they are. This has been the review for the Transformers Legacy Commander Class Motormaster and the completed menasor. Tell me, what do you think of this figure? Did you like him? Did you pick him up? Did you manage to pick up all the Stunticons? Yeah, tell me, what do you think? Personally, if you can track them all down, it's a really nice pickup. The easiest way to get him nowadays is that gift box set which came out recently, which put them all in the toy decos, which that does look really nice. I might even end up picking that up to have a second toy accurate menasor, as he's just my favorite combiner. But tell me, what do you think? Thanks for watching.